TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Guess I'll be seeing ya. How many times have you slammed the door and then come back to me crying? I cannot take this anymore. I'm at wit's end, there's no denying. Already been through this before. Never cared three-legged trying. All this absurdity we know. I'm lying when I say this. I'll be seeing ya.
That is exactly what pro wrestling it is. It's larger than life. Uplift, are you ready? Welcome to Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway? How many people here, and I see a lot of faces that I've seen before, how many people here have been to a live professional wrestling event? How many people here have been to an improv comedy event? Okay, so this is a lot like an improv comedy event. Clearly, people that like pro wrestling like improv comedy. So, this venue has been incredible to us for a year. And I can't be happier to be in a partnership with Uplift. I cannot be happier to be in a town that I consider my hometown, in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I can't be happier to be here with every single one of you that is out here that makes this dream for all of us happen. The way this show is going to work tonight is a little bit different. Normally you see us announce matches beforehand. That is not the case. We have told you everybody that will be here, -1. But I can tell you now, a wonderful competitor named Casey Clay has taken the spot of Ricky Morris, who is unable to be here. So Casey Clay is a name inside of that. Now, if anybody has seen Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway, there's a little game called Scenes from a Hat. That's kind of how this is going to work. We're going to pull names from the hat. It's going to determine the matches of the evening. Everything that you see here is determined by, there's a plastic bucket back there, actually, that Sean can show everybody. Sean, would you show them the pumpkin, please? Thank you, Sean. Everything is going to be drawn out of that, and it's all going to be determined by the almighty board. With that said, I do have a very special announcement to make today.
I know exactly what you are going to announce. Oh, go yourself.
Yeah, Vinny.
Don't get any of your funk on that.
It might be coherent.
Let's have some decorum. See, I know exactly what you are going to announce. You are going to announce our business partnership. Isn't that right, Ethan the Thin, if that is your real name?
You know that Bugs Bunny meme where he goes, no. That's what's playing across your glasses right now. No, Vinny, that's not what I'm going to do. I don't know why you think that getting online, talking shit, talking to my peoples, Summer, I don't know why you think that that's a way to get to me. That's even the way to approach me about a business partnership. There's not happening. I don't know if you just listened to what I said. I made this happen. Kevin, all of the women in the back, Trevor, Sean, Gil, Summer, who you have continued to berate online. You think you have the gall to stand in this ring and make some kind of business proposal? You're going to look Summer in the face and say that.
What? That dog-faced gremlin right there? What does she have to do with our business partnership? You know what? You need to mind your own business.
Oh, it seems like you have something to work out.
You know what? I am sick and tired of your bullshit.
Hey, you know, it's been enough. I have a special announcement.
You see, Vinny, I'm the business partner. First of all, my name is the Divinely Designed Annie O'Neill, and I am making my return back to Divine Pro in a whole new way. Allow me to introduce myself as your new general manager. And I'm tired of men like Vinny thinking that they can jump to the front of the line and stand on our neck like so many men like that think that they can do. Every person on this roster has fought and clawed to get their way and to find their way in this wrestling business. And Divine, this is a sacred space for all of us, where every one of you is represented. And we fight for you right here. I know there's been a lot of nasty shit going on in the world, but I'm tired of the oppression that we're facing. But in that face of that oppression, we are that opposition. At Divine Pro, we're going to give you exactly what you want. Every representation matters. Everyone is valid here in this divine space. And as your acting general manager, that is exactly what I will do for all of you. This show couldn't be possible without all of our friends that make it here. And thank you for your love and your support. Because no matter what goes on outside those doors, it doesn't matter here. Here, we enter that building as strangers, but now we leave as family. So now, thank you, family. But there's something I want to do before we get this show started. So when I say Divine, all of you will shout back to me Pro, because that's an act of unification we need right now more than ever. Am I right? Divine! 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 And without further ado, it is my job as your general manager to make these matches. Are you ready? Family, are you ready? The first match of the night will be a #1 contendership. Make some noise.
Come on, you jackass. You got it. You remember when I told you not to come to Divine
To introduce
after all
to
the
you the
bullshit?
voice of Divine Pro. Are you ready to meet her? Please welcome Marley McFly!
It's a night that anything could happen. Welcome to the kickoff show for 2026 for Divine Pro Wrestling. And whose clothesline is it anyway? And we are already starting off with some monumental news here tonight. My name is CJO and I am your professional yeller. My partner in crime, the retro werewolf Summer Ross, will be joining me shortly as our new GM, Annie O'Neill, introducing Marty McFly for everything that's going on tonight.
Hello, my beautiful people. I don't like that. I said hello, my beautiful people. That's what I'm like. So welcome to Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway? The show where matchups are a surprise and no one knows what's coming. But one thing that's for sure guaranteed is absolute chaos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the night started. Mix it up a little bit in this bucket. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, the first name that I pulled, Leela Hall.
A night that anything can happen. We are drawing names out of a bucket. And matches will be happening on the fly. And Leela Hall kicking off things here at Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway? Leela Hall having an astounding 2025. And now she's making it and trying to make 2026 even bigger than her 2025 back here in Divine.
Enter her opponent, Karter Cauffman.
We haven't seen Karter Cauffman in a Divine ring in quite a hot minute. Last time we saw her was at Endless Waltz in an impromptu tag match with Rory Shields, but both of these two ladies cross paths in places like OVW. Karter Cauffman, very, very baseball-centric offense, and ready for a home run here at Uplift.
As mentioned, this singles match is for a #1 contender spot for the Divine Pro Championship.
Oh my goodness. We are ready. Huge implications. Summer's joining me here at the table.
So sorry, I had to deal with some things before we got kicked off. CJ, how are you today?
Good. It seems like you're busy with our local resident scumbag in Vinny Ways, but enough about him. Back to the action. #1 contender shot for the Divine Pro Championship. And we know Stxrm Garcon is itching for a fight tonight, and we'll find out who she faces later on tonight, and it could be anybody who's in the back. And we're very excited for this matchup, and it looks like Karter is coming in for a handshake, and Leela showing a little bit more aggression as of late.
I was gonna say that was a little bit out of the Leela Hall's wheelhouse that we're used to, but again, that quick show of respect shut down, and Karter Cauffman may be making Leela pay for that. I mean, this show is anything could happen, and all I'll say is this matchup is one I am quite excited to see when it's pulled out of a hat like that.
I mean, Summer, we've been all talking about it on social media. We did our live video earlier on the Divine social media pages, and if you're not liking or following us, what are you doing? But we kind of broke things down on every individual because, again, we don't know who's fighting who tonight. As now a series of headlock takedowns from both ladies here, starting off the opening moments of Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway?
I mean, again, that unpredictability, that unsureness of a setup like this, it makes people prepare in a new way and trying to get their self prepared for a seemingly random opponent in a space like this. And as these two competitors found out on the fly, it was a #1 contendership match. You really have to be ready for anything here.
I know Leela Hall would love to get her mitts on a chance to win the Divine Pro Championship. I mean, a hell of a 2025 for Miss Hall, especially, and it kicked things off, in my opinion, back almost a little bit over a year ago at Endless Waltz with that match with Big Al, Alice Crowley, but Karter Cauffman making a name for herself across the Midwest, down in the Ohio Valley, and so much more. And both ladies seem to be trading off holds and grapples in the opening moments.
And look, all I'll say about these two women is that they're here for a fight. We saw Leela in the opening moments get real aggressive. This blow for blow exchange we're seeing, it's just showing what they're here to do. Karter Cauffman, Leela Hall, these two are not to be undermined, and they're going to prove it here to decide who may be going after the Divine Women's Championship.
I mean, all eyes have been on Leela Hall as of late, and I know her 2026 will love to get herself a title shot in one of the budding all-women's promotions here in the Midwest, and of course here at UPLIFT ANN ARBOR. Such a vibe, such a great space for not only entertainment but wrestling of all shapes and sizes. But Leela Hall now on the attack and on the aggression with an elbow there, shot in the corner off the ropes, and a pump kick continuing the assault on Ms. Cauffman, and a face buster to top it all off. Pin attempt, 1, 2, and only a 2 count from referee Porter.
There is that athleticism, that athletic background from Leela Hall. We're seeing it kicked into full gear in not only her offense, but in the way she recomposes herself, in the way she stalks her opponent. But Karter Cauffman, again, thinking quickly. You have to be ready.
I mean, we've seen Leela Hall almost grow up in front of our eyes when she first walked into the Divine Pro in like a cheerleading outfit, and now look at her. Looks completely different now. It looks like Karter is going to run. The base is going all the way home, and she's safe.
Karter Cauffman, again, having an athletic background as
And
well.
attempt 1, 2. Go ahead, Summer, sorry.
All I'm going to say is they both have that athletic background. They both have that dexterity among them, but can they amplify it to a point that makes it so they get ahead in a tournament, in a competition like this?
Snap suplex by Cauffman. Again, we have a who's who of players tonight. Anything can happen. Any matches can be happening. You don't know what you're in store for here. And Leela was in store for a clothesline and might be going for a second one from Karter. Nails it.
I think we found out the answer to the question of whose clothesline is it anyway. It's Karter to almost Leela's.
2 count roll up by Hall. Karter catches the arm once again, drags it with a neck breaker there. Leela almost got dumped on the side of her head. Pin attempt and only a 2 count once again.
We're seeing a lot of 2 counts, a lot of power in these two women tonight. And this is just the beginning. This is match 1 of who knows how many, because we're going to draw names until there aren't any. And we're seeing that devastation and that brutality from these two women that could possibly happen when you're put up against someone you're not prepared for just yet.
And that's the whole theme of the show. As that chop echoed across the halls here of not only the chest of Leela Hall, but the halls here at Uplift. Anything can happen. Truly unpredictable in a sport, in a world that is filled with unpredictability. We're going to amplify it as Leela is also amplifying those chops. Back at it to Karter Cauffman. Off the ropes, but a clothesline again from Cauffman.
These two giving it their all in this opening contest of the night. I mean, this is a great display of Divine Pro Wrestling right here. Leela Hall, Karter Cauffman. These two women represent strength. They represent will, but they also represent, they almost have a stardom to them. They have a very keen eye for trying to get ahead against their opponent, but can they do it in this contest tonight?
Leela fighting back from the side of the ring with an elbow to Karter, and now more kicks, just trying to create space between herself and Karter. Got out of the way. Leela Hall waiting for it. Double face buster. Both ladies had the same idea, and referee Sean Porter begins the count. If he can count to 10, both ladies could be knocked out.
One of these two better get up, because this isn't any normal one-on-one contest here tonight, CJ. This is for the #1 contendership for the Divine Pro title. This is probably one of the most important matches they will have thus far in Divine Pro.
More sick rights from Karter, but Leela catches Karter, possibly going for that Northern-like suplex that Leela loves to implement. The aggression from Leela Hall is a side that we have not seen here in Divine for quite some time. She's always bubbly, always happy. But she knows the stakes here. She knows what's in store for her if she can get this victory.
I was going to say it may be out of the ordinary, but I think it's exactly what Leela needs to do in this match. Karter Cauffman is an esteemed foe, and I think at the end of the day, when it comes to having the possible
Moonsault press, 1, 2. Go ahead.
having the possible #1 contendership, you need to go all out. You need to be ruthless. You need to be aggressive, and that's what Leela Hall is showing here at Uplift.
It looks like she is going to try to call it here. Maybe going to go for that Northern-like suplex. Oh, Karter caught it. Roll up. 2 count. Both these ladies knows what is going on. A gory-style neck breaker there. That could do it. 1, 2. So close.
Incredibly close. 2.999 repeated. I mean, these are the kinds of stakes that we have at Divine Pro Wrestling. These are the kind of fights that you're going to see. And I'll tell you what, every single woman on this roster is going to give it their all, especially in a promotion like this, going for that punch.
Leela setting up. Northern Light suplex. Look at that bridge. High stack. Only a 2 count.
Best bridge in the game, CJ. I tell you what, Leela Hall has it.
Literally almost
so close there.
Folding herself in half. She knew what time it was, going from midnight to 6 o'clock with that Northern Light suplex. Leela wants to put it away, possibly going for that broken teeth, full Nelson face buster she likes to use, but maybe something different on the shoulders of Leela. Karter escaping it. Shot to the midsection. Wind up the pitch. Straight right to the temple. 1, 2, 3, and she's out.
And the winner of the match, and the new #1 contestant for the Divine Pro Championship, Karter Cauffman.
A home run pitch right down the middle for Karter Cauffman. Scores her the victory and now is the #1 contender for the Divine Pro Championship. But now the question remains, after tonight, who will be Karter Cauffman facing? Will it be Stxrm Garcon or will it be somebody else in the locker room here at Uplift? For whose clothesline is it? Anyway.
How y'all feeling after that first match? I got my magic pumpkin, and it looks like I gotta get ready for the next match. No, not again. So this next match is actually a tag team match. And the first name I'll be calling out will be Heather Blue.
Heartless Heather Blue, former Divine Pro champion. Last time we saw her at Divine, she was fighting for her life in 2 matches at Sapphire Series 2 to try to get the then vacant Divine Pro Championship. And this is the very venue that Heather Blue lost the title in that triple threat match at the very first ever Sapphire Series against Big Alice Crowley. Heartless Heather Blue, always betting on blue, always a mean streak, and she is ready for a fight. And I think I have a good idea who she wants to fight. She wants to fight Selena Cisneros.
In her tag partner, looking like Selena Cisneros.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. The woman, for weeks on social media, these two have been going at it, post by post. The debuting, the feral, Selena Cisneros coming into Divine Pro, and now she has to tag team with the woman that she wants to literally rip her heart out of the chest cavity. Selena and Heather Blue, and referee Sean Porter is trying to keep these two ladies separated. Heather Blue looks like she's about to blow a gasket, going from blue to red.
Well, she pulled the name, and that's how it works, Heather.
Fuck it up. Now it's time to introduce you guys to his opponents. Let's see. Rory Shields.
Rory Shields!
The pride of grind time, Rory Shields returns to Divine Pro. Very excited to be back in a new atmosphere, and it's almost sometimes like Uplift, it's like Bizarro Land, because Rory is usually the mean one in many of matches. She's high-fiving, blowing kisses, It's a special energy here at UPLIFT Ann Arbor, and if you have not been to a show for Divine, you're missing out.
She's going to be teaming up with Cassie Clay. Casey Clay.
Casey Clay, drop dead gorgeous. Casey Clay, self-proclaimed. A move maker, taking the spot of Ricky Morris, who could not make it out tonight. But Casey trying to make a name for herself here tonight in a debut for Divine Pro, coming out of the Indiana area and already towering over some of the women here in this match.
We're going to start this match, and you two need to start this match. You two in that corner, and hey, both of you in this corner. I need you guys on the side right now. You two over there.
Seems like Selena and Heather can't get on the same page, Summer.
They can fight over that corner.
Yeah, sorry, I am here. And again, we've been seeing these issues on social media as the two have been bickering back and forth. It seems to me like they are in a very peculiar situation where they need to put their gripes down.
An attempt by Rory Shields right off the bat, and only a 1 count. And Selena Cisneros. Now let's not take anything away. This is also a debut for young Miss Cisneros, but making a name for herself across the Michigan circuit. A bad attitude. Like I said, feral is the best word to describe Selena Cisneros.
And look, as bad as it may have been watching the two go back and forth, a feral and a heartless one, I think it's even slightly scarier to have a feral and a heartless one tagging together in Divine.
I don't know what is going on, but the issues between Heather Blue and Selena stemmed across the independent scene, while Selena has been in the corner of the much a tag partner of wrestling and in real life of Heather Blues in one young Maximilian. Selena trying to go for a clothesline, and Rory ducks out of the way with a tag into the towering Casey.
And talking about debuts here, Casey Clay's first time here in Divine, am I correct?
An attempt, yes, and only a 2 count. Casey. Very long legs, very long arms, very langly, I think the term is, but going straight after Selena there. But Selena always feisty, roll up here, and only a 2 count.
See, those are the kind of exploits that Selena and Heather are going to look for. I mean, Selena's making her debut today, but we've seen her being this ruthless on the Michigan scene, and having these two in a team might just be bloodier than them being against each other.
Tag in the Heather Blue, a very aggressive tag in, and talking some smack against Selena, now taking it straight to Casey. And Casey's almost towering over young Miss Blue, but I have seen some corners being turned by Heather Blue, really stepping up her game, not only leaving the safety net of the Michigan scene, but going into places like Ohio and Indiana and so much more, and building up the aggression with only a 1 count there from referee Sean Porter.
You know, the thing is, they are aggressive, but the thing is, they need to focus that aggression on their opponents, not at each other. This scenario couldn't have been predicted by either of them. As you can see, with Casey Clay planted.
Only a 2 count.
But as you can see, they need to be aggressive, but they need to make sure that they're channeling that aggression in the right direction.
I mean, it'd be quite an impressive force if Casey gets a win over someone of the likes of Heather Blue, former Divine Pro champion. But Rory Shields asking for a tag in. Coming in hot, but caught from Heather Blue. Trying to go for an STO here. Ducking out, elbows there in the corner. Rory Shields about to snap a suplex, but Heather reverses it right then and there.
Rory Shield came in after spending some time on the apron, and Heather Blue shut down that show pretty quick. And you can see doing the same thing with Casey. She's kind of splitting her her attention amongst both of her opponents, which could be a good thing, but she needs to be careful as it may not help her.
An attempt, and once again, only a 2 count after that splash.
Selena's asking for a pin here, trying to see if Heather will even listen. I mean, again, you kind of need to put these grievances away, put them down for this moment, even though it was not to be expected. You need to be able to keep your head on straight.
Heather Blue with a lick and a split of the chest of Rory Shields, and again going into the corner. Heather would love to just finish this match by herself and not tag in Selena, not giving her any sort of publicity here at Uplift.
But Rory seeming to take the kind of beaten down Heather Blue so far. He's been in the ring for a moment trying to get ahead on her, but Heather seeming like her lethality is just a little bit more gruesome.
An attempt by Heather Blue, 1. And only a 1 count, and we've seen somebody like Rory Shields, spread her wings, but also help train those out of grind time here in the Michigan area. So not only is she a teacher, but she is also learning a lot on the road across the Midwest. But Heather Blue also not willing to lose out on opportunities.
That arm drag quickly stopped. Rory still getting it through, though.
And Heather Blue might need to tag into Selena. With a rip of the hair of Heather Blue, Rory takes down Heather, but in the process, struggling now to get up as once again, Sean Porter doing his damnedest to count along and making sure these ladies can get up before the 10 count.
Casey begging Rory for a tag here. She's ready to go. Both competitors crawl into their tag team partner. Casey's legal. Selena's legal. And here we go.
Clotheslines from Casey. Catching up, young Miss Cisneros, and with a German suplex, it just dumps Selena right on the back of her head.
Casey Clay showing out here at Divine. I would love to see Casey back here. I think she's doing an amazing job here.
2 count. And Heather Blue breaking things up for her team.
Rory trying to come in to defend her teammate, but Heather Blue taking the liberty of pulling Selena, it seems, away from the action and making her tag her in.
Again, Heather would love to just fight this match all by herself and then take on Selena afterwards. Nice jawbreaker there. That could do it. 1, 2. So close there.
Heather Blue insisting that she finishes this match rather than her tag partner Selena, because they have gripes with each other and it seems like it's overpowering their strategy. Selena just tagged herself in.
STO on Casey, and I don't think Heather realized what's going on. Selena breaking things up and gets the pin. Selena Cisneros gets the victory. While one could argue that Heather Blue did most of the work there. And I have to say, both these ladies are kind of two sides of the same angry coin.
I put 100 grand, baby, and I beat up this stupid jackass.
I will be marching to the Michigan State Athletic Commission, and I will be making sure that this match gets returned because there were oh my God!
Let's go!
I wonder if someone will lend me $20.
I like a good tag match. So let's shake it up a little bit.
That'll be $10.
What's $10? All right. So this next match will be a singles match, and the first lady coming out would be Marley Raine.
Another debut here at Divine, young Marley Raine, fresh out of the PPW area in Michigan, trying to spread her wings in more locations. And Marley Raine making her debut. The sky's the limit for young Miss Raine. Why not? And why not in a place like Whose Clothesline is in any way? A place like Divine Pro, a place like Uplift, that you can test the waters, you can really establish yourself as a dominant force in a premier all-women's promotion. Summer Rawson getting some quick advice to young Miss Raine. See if Miss Raine will take it as we continue here at Uplift in Ann Arbor.
All right, y'all. And her opponent looking like Stephie Mack.
The Festy Bestie, one half of our Tag Queen champions, with Juniper in tow. A few months ago, MILF and Cookies did the impossible and became our inaugural Tag Queen champions here in Divine, establishing a very interesting tag division that these two ladies are at the top for. MILF and Cookies is the snack that smacks back, and the Festy Bestie, Stephie Mack, giving us a beautiful hula hoop demonstration. Marley Raine, not impressed. Okay, well that was impressive though. This crowd loves them some Stephie Mack, and rightfully so. We all love some MILF and Cookies. Well, the bell has rung, and Marley, possibly a somewhat smart idea going straight after her opponent, Summer, but not enough.
No, I mean, I will say the Festy Bestie has a little bit more of a lineage here in Divine, being one half of our Tag Queen champions with Juniper, but Marley Raine has a perfect golden opportunity here to prove herself to Divine Pro Wrestling if she can beat the Festy Bestie, Stephie Mack.
Splash in the corner from Stephie. I mean, it was this very venue at Sapphire Series 1 that we saw Stephie Mack debut and faced Juniper, and then after that, they became just the best of friends. We saw their battle against Moist at Sapphire Series 2, and then the triple threat with Moist and Social Crash Outs to win the inaugural Tag Queen Championships. But Stephie Mack back in solos action, who she has established herself across the Midwest as a very, very strong wrestler in singles division in any promotion, Summer.
But Marley Raine has been fresh off the trails of training, and she has a lot to prove here in Divine. If she wants to get her footing a little bit more, find her place here, she's going to have to work a little bit harder to get ahead of Stephie Mack, planting the face repeatedly. And I will say, that is a great use of thighs, is to destroy your opponent.
Respectfully.
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 Be cool.
Be cool.
Be cool.
Be cool.
That was great offense. Marley retreating for a moment. And, you know, you can take as much time as you want out of the ring, but in Divine, you'll learn pretty quick that your opponent is not afraid to follow you and make it go a little crazy.
Marley Raine attacking where she could. Very feisty young woman. But Stephie Mack knows a thing or two about a thing or two and can take down the feistiness real quick.
But if Marley can stay on top of this offense, breaking down the one half of the Tag Queen Champions is going to be her best bet to be able to staple her name as a threat. But it seems like I may have spoke too soon. Stephie Mack's wits being ahead of Marley's here.
Wits and thighs, be cool.
Yes.
With the assaults, be cool, be very cool here. And that was not very cool. But taking Stephie down to one knee, almost taking out our camera person as well.
Look out for Gilly Willy. Don't hurt Gilly Willy.
God, no, please. Shouts out to Gil, shooting all of the action here tonight.
Marley yelling at our official here. That's not going to get you much respect in the back, but she still is continuing this assault, this offense, working this leg. Stephie Mack maybe trying to dislocate the knee, stop all of that hula hooping real quick.
I mean, it's very smart by Marley. Pick a body part and stay on it. And while Stephie Mack in Divine Pro has done mostly tag matches, it's a thought process that goes out of your head when you're a tag team wrestler going back to singles action. You don't have a partner. But Juniper is shouting and supporting her girl. The leg DDT there, hurting the knee, the ankle, the calf muscles, all on Stephie. It's very smart by Marley.
Marley was trying to use these tactics to get ahead in Divine. Junie on the side watching her partner get, again, viciously attacked. Trying to lock in the figure four, and she does.
Smart by Marley, really concentrating on those legs, tying her legs across and the one leg of Stephie. But as you can see here, Stephie's trying to pull her weight around and has done it, reversing the hold, and now it's a submission hold on Marley.
Junie on the outside, chastising Marley, saying tap, tap, but Marley, I don't think she's given up just yet as she reverses the tie once more, reapplying the pressure to Stephie Mack here. What can you do? Starting to resort to physical strikes here. CJ, we got a pretzel on our hands.
The tenacity of Marley Raine is on display, and when you are someone debuting in a place like Divine, especially at UPLIFT in Ann Arbor, you need all the tenacity and spunk you can get.
The size game is really being played here. Stephie demanding Marley stand. You're gonna wrestle me like a woman. Welcome to Divine Pro Wrestling, Marley.
Makes me almost want to stand up and wrestle like a woman. I'll stick to commentating, especially with that shoulder tackle from Stephie, throwing her whole body at young Miss Raine. Once again, showcasing those strong thighs of Stephie Mack. Going once again with the assault, pushing through all of the pain there. Now, gonna go maybe once again, getting a face full.
UPLIFT here in Ann Arbor, absolutely wild for Stephie Mack.
And rightfully so, pin attempt, 1, 2, only a 2 count.
Marley Raine still kicking out. Stephie Mack trying to collect her thoughts and figure out what she needs to do to put the young star away. It's going to be a tough one for Marley to catch up at this point, but not all hope is lost here.
Stephanie trying to go for some sort of face buster there, but meets with a boot from Marley. Now Marley is asking to go back up. Second rope. Splash of her own on Stephie.
This could be huge, but Marley, her attention getting almost taken away from Stephie Mack as she starts to yell at Junie, her tag queen partner here. But it seems like that minor distraction may just be what Stephie Mack needs. She's stalking, just waiting for Marley.
Choke slam on Marley Raine. 1, 2, 3.
As UPLIFT become unhinged from probably their favorite tag team here. The Tag Queen Champions, MILF and Cookie, standing tall with Stephie Mack getting a win for her camp. What a time to be here at UPLIFT in Ann Arbor. For whose clothesline is it anyway? MILF and Cookies having fun. Almost losing the crown there.
Stephie Mack, my festy bestie, we are Divine Pro Wrestling's Tag Queen Champions. And this means a whole lot to me. As someone who is an out proud member of my community, I'm glad that I get to represent each and every one of you and the wonderful people here at UPLIFT. What does this all mean for you, Miss Stephie Mack?
Well, to start, I like everything sparkly, so having this crown means the world to me. Look, very nice. But more than vanity, my vanity aside, I love getting to represent UPLIFT. I might not be an out trans female, but I am bisexual, and I am here for you. Thank you for making me feel welcome. Thank you.
No one cares about festy, festy, sunshine, butterflies, and rainbows. Yeah, eat me.
She does.
You know what this is about? Those crowns on your head. If I recall correctly, I just won a #1 contenders match for that.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Sure did. We were there. You won that match.
I said what I said. That was my pin to have, and you know it.
As I remember it, I pinned Casey Clay 1, 2, 3.
Off of my move, you're welcome.
We wrestled, we still are friends. It seems like maybe you two aren't quite on the same page, and you're gonna need to do a whole lot better at being a team if you're gonna defeat MILF and Cookies!
Well, it seems like Heather Blue and Selena want some Tag Queen Championships. But MILF and Cookie said it best. They gotta work as being a team before they can try to take down our queens. It's Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway here for Divine Pro.
Hey y'all, it's the marvelous Marty McFly, and tonight
All I'm saying is you know that was my win to have. I hit her with my move. It would have been 1, 2, 3. You
Well, since y'all here, I got some questions.
What?
Milk and Cookies, the tag queen champions. Y'all won a #1 contenders match. So how are y'all doing that?
I would have won that if you
would have, but you didn't.
Oh my god, I don't even want to be a tag.
I would have
want to tag with you. I hate you.
Whoa. You guys are not coming off like festy besties.
Oh my god, you know what? Please. Bye. You know damn well that I do not want. I don't even like you. I don't want to be in the same ring as you. I don't want to be in the same ring as you.
Look at the dog. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. You look at the dog. All right? Right. Okay. Look. You got a shot at tag team. Well, I don't know if this is like sinking into your heads enough, but you guys have reputations that you need to uphold. I don't know what you need to do, but figure it out and get it done. Please and thank you. Jesus Christ.
Who does he think he is? You don't even know what.
Well, we were supposed to start off the next match here, but it seems like the problems between Heather and Selena have gone off onto a fever pitch. And it just seems like these two are they've wanted to fight each other since the get-go. Now they've gone to the back, and we'll get security and get things situated here as we continue our show here. Or Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway?
Well, I don't know what that was about. I thought they was a tag team. I thought they were a tag team. But all right, y'all. I said, all right, y'all. Intermission is done, and now it's time for some more fun. The next match is a singles match. And also, this next match we'll be having a special guest referee. You're not fired, you're just being substituted for right now. Yeah.
Hold on. What are we? Annie! Where's Annie?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Annie!
Our special guest referee is Ethan.
Ethan! What? Ethan!
Our owner for Divine Pro, Ethan James,
is another one. I don't even have a ref shirt. What am I supposed to do?
Is gonna be the referee?
Is this an all the time thing?
Well, no wonder that Sean Porter's always sweaty after I see him after shows. He's wearing 2 shirts.
And I want to bet.
Somebody better give me some money. He's gonna give me a cut of this. It's nonsense. Well, our fearless owner gonna be our special guest ref.
Introduce our first person of the night. Mars Kretz is the name that I pulled. Mars.
Well, one half of the Masters of Interstellar Space Travel, Oist, is coming in to this white hot universe known as UPLIFT with Evelyn Sage in tow. We're ready for another singles action. Mars Crest coming in, debuted at Divine and feeling this and knew the timeline and brought her space travel partner of the multiverse, Evelyn Crest. And that's how Moist was born here for Divine. And ever since then, they have been inseparable. Mars and Evelyn fighting in tag team actions. Not gotten a big win yet so far, however. like Evelyn Sage has her name called. And now it seems like Moist is about to implode. I'm not gonna lie, my heart kind of hurts on this one as Evelyn is trying to run away from the situation, going back to the mothership, the Moiston ship. I don't know what the name of their thing is, but I think they're triple parked. Nonetheless, Evelyn Sage coming in here, and this is the first time both of these ladies have been in one-on-one action in Divine, and it's gonna be a match against each other, Summer.
Now this is gonna be interesting. Moist, masters of interstellar space travel, are now pitted against one another, with our lovely, lovely boss, Ethan, as the special guest referee. Now this is a good definition of anything could happen. Anything could happen. Tag teams facing each other, our boss filling in with the stripes. CJ, it has been a hell of a night here at UPLIFT in Ann Arbor.
Anything can happen at whose clothesline is anyway. And it seems like the members of Moist, who have just gained so much popularity here with the UPLIFT audience and the Divine Pro audience as a whole, including yours truly. But seeing these two fight, it makes me upset. But nonetheless, we're gonna still be as professional as we can.
And by professional, we mean rock, paper, scissors. It's the only way to sign things and make sure everything is fair.
Well, Mars Crest wins the rock, paper, scissors portion of the match.
Where one of them has to change, because it seems like they were a little bit too similarly approached. They're a little bit too worried about people not being able to tell them apart with the red bullets and the star patterns.
Yes, because it was hard to tell the difference between both of them.
That's what they were. I don't know if you knew that, but that's what they were worried about. They said one of them needs to change.
I mean, anytime a piece of clothing comes off at UPLIFT, I feel like this place just becomes unhinged. Mars having some fun with Evelyn. The test of strength from Evelyn Sage. Like, let's. I don't want to be the most obvious here, Summer, but we can tell there's kind of a potential size and strength, maybe mismatch here. I mean, I think that's why Moist works as a team, though.
Well, you see, Mars Crest outweighs this physical power with psychic power. I don't know if you knew that, but I fully believe in Mars
Also,
Crest
+5 to all charisma rolls from Mars.
Yes, I don't know if you knew that, but
Rolls for initiative.
and Evelyn seems to just have her modifier the strongest in strength, and
Yes.
I think they just need to readjust their stat blocks here. But they are now, are they almost dancing through time here? But Mars seeming to have a response for Evelyn.
I mean, this might be a good test of strength, not the move, but necessarily, but strength of their fortitude and their wrestling prowess.
And see, Evelyn was very quickly to tell Mars to stop, and Mars listens. Mars knows to because they're friends. Oh, distracted by the S. So sorry. Mars is a little bit
Be cool.
distracted.
Be cool.
Mars, be cool, because this is what happens if you don't be cool. Be cool, Mars Crest.
Speaking of cool, that haircut of Mars Crest is quite impressive.
Both of them, absolutely amazing haircuts. The second I saw them at UPLIFT, I complimented immediately because, again, these two they may be matching at all times, but in this matchup here, they're pitted against each other. And we're seeing two best friends kind of implode for one night.
We truly have the most gorgeous inside and out roster of all of wrestling.
100%. And I think these the more uglier parts are sadly being shown here as a friendship is being tested in our divine ring. Very rarely do we see two people who really enjoy each other have to go against each other.
I mean, tested, yes, but also at the same time, it's the idea of iron sharpens iron. And it seems like Mars is about to be put down for a nap there. An attempt. Only a 2 count from our special guest referee, Ethan James.
Now, the thing about these kinds of matches is, despite the fact there's a way of knowing somebody when you have encountered them so many times out of hate, but it's a different way of knowing somebody when all of your encounters are out of love or friendship or common goal. So their morality is also being tested here to see how far they would actually go to possibly throw the other off their game, dethrone the other. Only one person can win here. I mean, who knows?
I mean, it's the idea of who is the Shawn Michaels and who's the Marty Jannetty for all your wrestling fanatics out there who understand that reference. But I think this is just going to be a very fascinating time and test for both of these ladies, because if you can't do it by yourself and you can't fight by yourself, and if you can't fight somebody who's your best friend in this business, who can you do and fight well against?
And again, very rarely are teams that are so well acquainted with each other meant to be pit against each other. So what could this mean for the future of Moist? That's what I worry about, because we've seen them at their best as a team. What if one of them gets that spark, that itch, that, oh, I kind of like doing this alone?
An attempt by Mars. 2.
Very close. You see, Ethan's a little bit out of his wheelhouse. He's calling it a 2. The official is calling it a 2. We're going to move on with calling it a 2. But again, it's going to test them. And I think whoever comes out on top here could possibly have this sense of domination over the team.
Well, usually this move is going for uppies and is going on to opponents, but Evelyn smashes down her best friend in the multiverse. Elbow drop there from Evelyn. Only a 2 count once again. And look, and you even saw Evelyn say, "I'm sorry," from every single move. The fate of choice, the different timelines are all converging here in Ann Arbor for this once in a multiverse time of Moist imploding as Head Scissors takes down Evelyn and Mars Crest is in control.
I don't think our Masters of Interstellar Space Travel were able to predict this timeline happening where they could have been pit against each other. And I think we're watching that realization in real time of the damage they're doing to their beloved partner, their beloved friend, their beloved comrade in space travel. They may not have been prepared for this, maybe physically, but more so mentally.
Evelyn going after Mars now.
Almost doing everything she can.
Mars getting out of the way with an attack herself. Takedown by Mars. And Evelyn is shook.
I'm sorry.
We're hearing a lot of I'm sorries. We're seeing a lot of withered faces.
Fan attempt. Only a 2 count. But they both persist.
for sure, especially against each other. That is a will that not a lot of people have. You have to be able to go against anybody.
I think in the long run, this might be good for Moist. Getting any of their frustrations out, because let's be honest, both of these ladies, while still popular in Divine, have not picked up any victories yet. So maybe this is their way of maybe shaking off the cobwebs, taking the rust off, kind of testing each other out. Kind of like the idea of Goku and Vegeta going to the hyperbolic time chamber and training to get stronger against each other. This is their moment.
Okay, nerd.
Oh, okay, nerd. Miss, I'm gonna wear a mask while on commentary. Let's come on now.
I'm gonna shave my head.
Nonetheless, crossbody from Mars, pen attempt. Only a 2 count.
And you know, I think a very interesting point I've been racking in the back of my mind with a match like this is what happens if one half of Moist walks out of this match with a win and the other one doesn't? Their records are now shifted. And again, how does that change their tag team mentality? If I do better alone, why should I stick with you?
Evelyn might like these shots from Mars. Asking for more. And Mars is giving it her all. The tenacity of Ms. Cress. The strength and durability of Evelyn. Both ladies giving it their all, and they don't want to give up. Headbutt on Mars. Off the ropes. Takedown by Mars. Pin attempt. Possibly turned that move around, whatever Evelyn was trying to go for. But Mars, it almost took most of her energy out. Leg drop by Evelyn. And once again,
we're still seeing kickouts from both members of Moist, and I think that not only shows how far they're willing to go, but what they're willing to do, especially in a situation like this when they're against somebody so beloved to them.
Roll up by Evelyn. 1, 2. So close.
Takedown by Mars, trying to continue the assault. Another pin, kick out at 2. They're pulling out all the stops. You're seeing the wear and tear. 2 count. You're seeing the wear and tear between these two women. All the memories almost being shattered.
Both these ladies are just trying to throw anything in the kitchen sink against each other. Now, Mars going for a La Magistral, locks it in. 1. Both ladies just don't want to give up. And like you said, Summer, if one is going to fail, what is that going to feel like in future contests? More elbows from Mars Cress, pulling anything out of the wheelhouse, try to get her best friend, her partner.
You have to make sure somebody you care about stays almost lifeless on the ground for 3 seconds. And that thought alone is something that's probably hard enough. Hand on the rope. That's a 2 count from our official, Ethan. Again, that's something you have to think about in this kind of scenario. It's all hard. All I can hope is that Moist is able to continue their camaraderie after this bout.
Mars is trying to put it away with some sort of, I think, bulldog in the corner, but Evelyn, back, drop, driver, dumps Mars in the center of the ring. How is Mars kicking out of this is beyond me.
We're seeing an insane test of the human body, of human strength, mental, physical, emotional in this ring. These are the kinds of things that happen with a show where you don't know these matches before they happen. You come in thinking you're going to work with somebody that you've known your whole life. You're going to be able to go to war with your friend. But who knew that you were going to be the one having a war with them? That's the hardest part of whose clothesline is it anyway.
Another neck breaker from Mars. Trying to go for a kick in the corner, and Evelyn just picks up Mars, drops her down. And a power bomb, and just a 2 count, and both ladies are exhausted.
You're seeing the wear and tear, the breaking down of the human body in real time. It's almost unnerving, yet this is what we live for. This is what they live for. Whether it's against your best friend, whether it's against your family, whether it's against your worst enemy, you're here for that 3 count, and that's what both Evelyn Sage and Mars Crest are finding here tonight.
Evelyn trying to lock the arms of Mars. Mars with another shot to the neck and the throat. Mars trapping the arm of Evelyn. This could spell the end. Maybe another shot into the Adam's apple. And Evelyn kicking out and flopping down. Pin attempt. It's a double pin.
That's a double pin. Official Ethan declaring it a double pin. We're unsure as to the outcome of this matchup here, but it seems like double pin is the ruling.
They both won. They both lost.
Evelyn just passed out of exhaustion, and it just fell on top of Mars, and it seems like Milf and Cookies are helping their sisters out, but literally to the point of exhaustion is moist, both winning and losing.
Shoulders, both down, both pinned.
So this match is a draw, and we'll go to our main event moments away.
This place is officially corrupt. Absolutely corrupt.
I did
You are
that.
responsible for it.
I gotta get Sean.
You are responsible for it. And so are where she is. Absolutely.
I don't control all of that.
No.
Anything can happen. Sit down. Shut up. Stop interrupting me, buddy. I'm gonna try some gentle parenting tips. We're gonna sit down.
No.
So, after that chaotic win, it is time for Divine Pro's main event of the evening. Well, you got your job back. You got your job back. You have to read out your resume. So, the first person coming out is Storm.
Well, we told you all that the main event is a Divine Pro title defense. as the elevator, the top floor, the main topic, the main event, your Divine Pro champion, Stxrm Garcon, is here, making another great defense of the Divine Pro Championship. Recently defended that title at our friends at Power and Pride Pro Wrestling against our very own Juniper. At Sapphire Series 3, in a champion vs. champion bout, holding Divine strong against Jocelyn Navarro. But one could wonder who's left. Literally, Stxrm Garcon is beloved by everyone, including the commentary team. She just shines every time she walks into a room.
One, two. No. 1, 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, I have some bad news to tell you. I went through and I looked at the entire roster in the back, and every single woman that's competed on this show has already had their name out of the slots. I don't have an opponent. But if y'all thought that I was going to come in here and do absolutely nothing, that's crazy. So it can be one of y'all. It can be you. It can be you. It can be you. I need an opponent right now. You got an opponent for me? You got? I might just be a genius. I mean, we're just coming through. See, we always prepare, so definitely be aware. Stxrm Garcon's opponent tonight is Big Al.
Excuse me. Big Al, Alice Crowley, returning to Divine Pro, the former Divine Pro champion, had to vacate the championship because she could not come and defend the title. Had an opportunity to fight in Japan in 2025, and now going after the woman that now holds the championship title here in Divine.
Come get it then.
Your main event for Whose Clothesline Is It Anyway? We did not know she was in the house. Big Al, Alice Crowley, challenging Stxrm Garcon Summer.
And here we are every time. It is a pleasure to see Big Al, Alice Crowley, and Stxrm Garcon go head to head, and every time they're pulling each other limb from limb. They're tearing each other apart. I am more than excited for this one, Peapod.
Big Al returning from an excursion in Japan, doing a lot of violence in Juggalo Championship Wrestling, probably the hardest hitting woman out of the Midwest. But Stxrm Garcon racking up the titles, racking up the wins, getting more notoriety across the wrestling circuit. These are two ginormous stars that are about to implode.
Stxrm Garcon unexpectedly having this rematch here. They have a long tale to tell when it comes to Stxrm Garcon going up against Big Al, but all of it leads to right now in UPLIFT in Ann Arbor.
One more chance. That way? Yeah, go ahead.
Al directing traffic and trapping Stxrm Garcon. The bravado of Miss Garcon might be a weakness, but she's gonna keep fighting through it. And a shoulder tackle takes down Al with aggression, with bravado. More strikes and a double knees with a reverse lung blower there, and Stxrm in control. This is her house. This is where she belongs. Uh-oh. Double knees once again while Al was draped in the ropes. Pin attempt. And only a 2 count again in an atmosphere that anything could happen, Summer.
That lethal double knee strike from Stxrm, taking the wind out of Big Al's lungs. These two, every time they are against each other, are absolutely doing everything in their power to try and make it that the other one leaves in an ambulance. And I think that is why these two are completely matched for each other each and every time they step foot into a Divine ring.
There's not much places to run and hide, and referee's discretion. It is a 10 count on the floor. But again, when you have these two ladies battling it out, it's hard to tell them no. Oh, God.
Spilling into the uplift crowd here. Stxrm and Al showing the Ann Arbor crowd what it means to fight for greatness, to fight for gold, to fight for notoriety here in Divine Pro. It's going to take it all.
Referee Sean Porter trying to get these ladies back inside of the ring. The title cannot change hands on the outside as Al throws Stxrm into the corner of the ring post. Just the strength and size. Al has really toned up, brought her strength. Again, went to Japan, fought some heavily handed Joshi wrestlers for TJPW, and came back a whole other woman. But Stxrm Garcon is not gonna let all those accolades and all of that hard work get past her. She is the top of the floor. She is everybody's conversation topic. She is Stxrm Garcon. She demands the respect.
And that's what it means to be the Divine Pro Champion. You are defending Divine. You, as the champion, represent the entire roster, the entire crew that puts this together. And Stxrm Garcon is being put to the strongest challenge here tonight with having to face an old demon in Alice Crowley. These two are going to make sure this crowd knows that they do not care about the other.
2 count in the middle of the ring as we continue.
Al doing everything in her power to keep the champ down. Stxrm is known for that non-stop fight in her soul, but Big Al is known for shooting down stars, shooting down young, rising people. And Stxrm is somebody that is pretty well to negate that in this scenario, but it really all depends on who gets that 3 count, who breaks down their opponent the best, and who can represent Divine.
I've said it before, Big Al is a person that you build companies around, but Stxrm Garcon is literally the crown jewel of Divine. Both of these ladies giving it all, hard strikes back and forth. And Al never lost the title, had to vacate it. Stxrm picked up and ran with it, but can Stxrm really prove to herself that she is really, truly the champion here?
This has been months and months in the making. honestly, this is a bigger test for Storm to see if she can reclaim that victory from Big Al.
Just throwing rights and lefts, and Al just pushing Storm off of her. Trying to go for a clothesline, but trapping the arm there right in the center of the ring with a Fujiwara armbar. And now turning it around. It looks like a variation of the crossface. Storm throwing in some submission holds here into her repertoire, and that's what you need when you have to battle someone like Al.
Foot's on the ropes from Big Al, forcing Storm to break the hold. She could have had Big Al there, but Big Al is also known for being able to withstand long amounts of pain, especially in the squared circle.
Al on the assault. Huge backdrop driver there. Shades of her mentor, her trainer, Randy West, and now going for this massive lariat that's taking out so many, but Storm reverses it. Going for a snap suplex, holds on. Continues, turns it around for a Falcon Arrow, only a 2 count.
These two are going to the wire. They are putting out all the stops. That's what the Divine Pro Championship means to these women, what it means to wrestling. These two are ready. They're equipped. But can they reach the gold? Can they go that extra mile and make sure they get that 3 count tonight?
Storm on the second rope. Trying to go for some sort of offense. A leg lariat by Al. Looking like going for an air raid crash from Alice. Crowley hooks it in. She could be champion once again, but only a 2 count.
The frustration is setting in on Big Al. The exhaustion is setting in on our champion, Stxrm Garcon. This could be bad for Storm's long-running championship reign thus far in Divine. But she finds a way to regain control.
Back and forth as both ladies meeting at the sides of the ropes. Turns it around by Storm. Pump kick from Storm. Again, feeding off this huge white-hot energy from UPLIFT. Face buster there on Al. That could do it. 1, 2, 3. We did not know that Alice Crowley was in the building. Stxrm Garcon didn't know that Alice Crowley was going to be here. The ghost of Christmas past came. And Stxrm Garcon stands tall, kicking off 2026 in most unpredictable ways. And now, still, your Divine Pro Champion, Stxrm Garcon. What a way to start off the 2026 season of Divine Pro with a night that anything and everything could happen. And Stxrm Garcon to share some few words for here tonight.
So like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys enjoyed me whooping some ass. And I'm gonna keep on whooping it. Now, this is the last time that we're gonna see you guys until June. But before we part and have some fun, there's some alcohol over there. There is a little special something I want to talk about really, really quickly. But there's so many words that I can say. All I want to say to Ethan. want you to step to the front, my love.
Okay, what's up?
Hurry. Now, I could say 1,000 things, but I think that a little special someone has something to say to you on your very, very special day. Where's my DJ? Where's my DJ at?
What's up?
How's it going, Divine? So usually I'm the one behind the ones and twos. The greatest dive bar DJ known to man, the one and only TJPW. But today, it is my very best friend, Ethan's birthday. So before we got out of here, I thought we would join together and sing happy birthday.
All of them.
Yeah, everybody. I want everybody on the count of 3. And I'll start it off. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ethan. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Thank you for coming out. Until June, we'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Good night.